Alright, YouTube. Hello and welcome to the Piper Report. So, Marie Le Pen, who is a presidential candidate in France, blasts Trump for reversing stance on NATO. Here is the article. French president candidate Marine Le Pen blasted President Trump Friday for changing his mind about NATO after saying during his presidential campaign that the body was obsolete. Le Pen said in a radio interview that Trump may have been swayed by his administration to change his mind. Trump made his comments at the White House in a press conference after a meeting with NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg. Undeniably, he is in contradiction with the commitments he had made, Le Pen said. I am coherent. I don't change my mind in a few days. He had said he would not be the policeman of the world, that he would be the President of the United States and would not be the policeman of the world. But it seems today that he has changed his mind. The far-right French candidate has made terrorism and immigration key parts of her campaign and wants France to quit NATO despite calling for a big coalition of countries which fight Muslim fundamentalism, in which there will be, of course, the US, Russia, and countries like Egypt, Chad, and the United Arab Emirates. Le Pen is believed to be on track to make it to the next round in France presidential election. Like I said, she represents the nationalistic and populistic movement that's happening essentially on a global scale. It wasn't just the US. I mean, Brexit did it, now France is doing it. It's quite possible that she will win the election here. She does have an up-and-coming opponent who is an elite banker who's essentially consolidating all of her enemies from the establishment on his behalf to try to throw her off the lead because she represents change. As for NATO now, first off, NATO was established as an opposing party against the Warsaw Pact. The Warsaw Pact was a union of communist nations. So, to that regard, she is correct. NATO is obsolete. I myself believe that we have way too many military resources all over the world. We have troops in 120 countries. We like to have our hand in any type of military activity, either by training or direct fighting or direct military aggression. And NATO is obsolete. Now, I know Trump said that NATO has adopted new standards that accommodates his perception of what NATO should be. It really changed his mind. Now he likes it. But I am really not sure what they are doing different here. It's safe to say that the US is still paying a lot of money to be in NATO. And we don't need to be in NATO. We are in the United Nations already, which has a lot of overview guidance of other countries. If the US got out of NATO, we would still have allies all over the world. I think NATO nowadays is more of a group of globalists who want to have power all over the world. And I'm not saying power in a nefarious way. They may be doing it for good. But I believe that America should come first. And I don't think we should spend any money on NATO until we take care of our country. So I will have to look into exactly what NATO is doing differently now that did change Trump's mind. But I agree with Ron Paul on a lot of things, and Ron Paul has been saying for years that NATO is obsolete. And it makes sense in that regard because, like I said, NATO was established as a parallel to the Warsaw Pact. So in that regard, it's true. But I don't see NATO right now really combating radical Islam. So I'm not really sure what NATO is doing right now, to be honest. But that's about it. I do like Marie Le Pen. And I did vote for Trump, and I like Trump. This is not attacking Trump, but this is attacking NATO because I agree. I guess I don't know what Trump knows, why he changed his mind, but until I figure that out, I still think NATO is obsolete, and we do not need it. It is a waste of money, and we should take care of our citizens first. And I'm done.